Muito bem, pessoal, estamos começando mais uma edição de Black Yellow Brasil, mais uma edição desse seu programa falando de Pittsburgh Steelers, definitivamente para todo mundo. Sou Danilo Batista, seu host mais uma jornada, com a presença do meu amigo Léo Lima. Boa noite, Léo.
Boa noite, Danillo. Mais um especial, nosso segundo especial. Bem-vindos aí, nossos queridos colegas latinos também, né? Ambos latinos. É o Steelers crescendo aqui no nosso continente.
So then we start talking in English again. We will have the subtitles, a gente vai ter legenda em todos esses episódios. Welcome Juan Soto, El Coronel Meneses, guys from the FanClub of Morelia, Mexico. Welcome to NFL, to Black and Yellow Brazil.
Thank you. Obrigado. How are you guys?
Really nice to have you guys here. We'll start in a talk about the past. We were talking about a bit before we started recording. I would like really much to know, when did you guys start watching the NFL? When did you realize, okay, I am a Steelers fan? Juan, we can start with you.
Well, I'm a fan since ever born, but with conscience of the team in 1974. All the story, good times, very good times, very, very bad times. Coronel, like bad. But Maddox, all the life. But right now, we are very glad to live with the growth and the new market and the new experience, the NFL with the global market who develop it in this moment. I'm very excited about it because it's a part of global Steelers fans.
In your case, Juan, job started in 74. What about you?
My story begins about 5 years ago. Actually, it starts with a call from El Coronel. He was making this fan club here in Morelia with other guys, Willie, and other people that were trying to get a restaurant to host the games, because as you know, here in Latin America, all the lights goes to soccer. So what they wanted was a place that gives them priority on having the games, even if Mexico's national team played that day or something. So my answer for them was I can do that, and that's how it began. This great story. It was the same season when Roethlisberger get injured and lost all the season, and then Mason Rudolph and Hodges enter each in a different part of the season, but they managed to get the season with the winning record. So what I liked the most was all that shots of adrenaline that I got every Sunday. All that shots they gave me in the last 2 minutes, and it was like, I don't know, like it went like a rocket to the sky. I couldn't stop it. When the season ended, I was wanting more. So the next season wasn't that bad, or like the next one was with the 12 record, and then we started losing some games, but I couldn't stop it. The train went really fast to get like that level of fanship, and that took me to this year to be considered the fan of the year, the international fan So it's been like 5 super years, and I'm very very glad that El Coronel called me.
I'm guilty. And,
If Coronel calls you, you have to take it.
but I would like to recognize Willie Gomez, but he starts with an initiative to the World Photo, and and at this moment we are 15 guys, 15 guys, and his families, and then we wrote through Don Achilles, the place that Juan's place, and we wrote every year. The last year we have the municipal authority join us, and we are a good empathy in this activity. The photo was essential, and then stop. But this year with the international fan, we don't rest any minute.
That's amazing. And obviously, that's the way we need to go in this talk one. Steelers International Fan of the Year. How did you get the news? How big was it? And also to be there announcing a draft pick, right?
Yeah.
It got to be a huge experience.
We got to see like some of the advertising that the NFL was doing back in October, and some people in the club and friends were telling me you should like get the form. But I saw like the story of other fans back there in the US, and I was like, there were like stories to write a movie, and I thought don't take any time to fill the form. I don't think something could happen, but they didn't listen. So I wasn't aware. After the Super Bowl, we were like packing things because like the season was ending. We wanted to take a little break to rest and get some energy back for the draft. But like 3 days after Super Bowl, I got an email from the Steelers, and I was like, I never get an email from them, so what could it be? They told me they wanted to have my opinion on something and wanted to get in touch with me. So I to a Zoom call, and I worked like my points. Like I thought it was like a presentation of my point of view of several things. But as soon as when I was waiting in the room, suddenly Omar Khan appeared in the call, and I was like, oh no, this is super serious. So I thought I had it like it was like a job interview. I was super like not doing something wrong or acting too much, like because I thought I was like giving my opinion on the subject. He talked that he knew Mexico. He loved Mexican food. He talked very good things about the Mexican fanship, and he told me like that what you told me before, like the Steelers want to play in Mexico, so probably the next international game it will happen here. So you guys are already invited when that happens, I hope you come here and we will have a very good time with you. But after all that, he took like the time and he told me like, we have selected you to be the Steelers International Fan of the Year, and I was like, what? How did that happen? And then they told me after the call ended, I was going to Detroit to announce a pick. So I announced Ryan Watt's pick on Saturday. And
he already sent you the jersey. He needs to send you a jersey. Come on, Ryan. We need this.
I already ordered my jersey. I'm trying to get to Pittsburgh for training camp. So I tag him in Twitter, in X, and he give me a like. So I think something will happen. Yeah.
Juan, show us your Steeler Fan of the Year jersey.
It has like the logo here.
Nice.
And this was I could keep it like
that's really cool.
Yeah.
Really amazing.
Oh my god, bro! When Ryan Watts becomes the next biggest DB in the league, and he will. We are cheering up for this. This card will be legendary. I love it.
Yeah, I'll root for him for his whole career. I think I have like a bond with him. So I hope he plays many years for us. He has very good years. I hope it, but he'll be my guy in the NFL for several years.
Hope until we got another Super Bowl ring.
Hope.
We're proud for it.
We've been praying for so long.
God, it's me again. Year after year, please.
The Latin America, the Latin America is very religious. So if we all reunion our praise, who knows?
Single prayer. Yeah, it's like God bless mom, dad, my kids, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, obviously.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Coronel here once. But we think this fantastic chance for new people like you, and we can have the brotherhood, the friendship around the world. This is very important. The Steelers have the Union of the Steel, but I think is the meaning of each one stars, helicoids. It represents each one part of this world, and it's in my heart like I'm a diehard fan.
Yeah, the yellow is the coach. Is the coach? No, it's the coal. Blue is the steel, and red is the iron one. If I'm right. Yeah. In Brazil, we have this symbol as well. The 3 stars also.
Yeah, every big city with a steel industry will have some. And it's amazing talking to you guys in Mexico, because Mexico, apart from the US, is probably the one single country that has more NFL fans than Brazil, right? And you guys had a lot of NFL games before. You were really close to having another Pittsburgh Steelers game there in Mexico. Do you guys believe Mexico will be next? And how excited are you for that?
It's very excited, because now with the Godel strategy, the global market, I think is very, very important to development of the markets. The market in Brazil starts with one team, but I think growth this initiative, and we can work together around the world to talk to Steelers management to say, hey, Brazil had work, Peru had work, Spain had work, France, Germany, and growth the marketing. This is the very important point since 5 years. It is very, very exciting to have this goal to the world. And this is very important. It is the message we have. We need to register all the countries in the fan base in USA. You know, the American ideology is numbers, statistics, and is the only way we in Latin America shows who we are.
Yeah, I think what Hop mentions is very important. Like to fill out the forms in the official site, because maybe they know there are many fans. Like for example, here in Morelia, we managed to do like all this registration with the fan base. So eventually, I think they got to notice like, oh, look, there's a place called Morelia, and it has like, I don't know, 40 registered fans or something. But yeah, as Hop says, the NFL works with numbers, so we have to tell them what's happening. But I think they are doing like a really good work, like opening the American football to Latin America. That's what we know. So we know that soccer will be in the first place, like I don't know, maybe forever. But every year there's more knowledge, more wanting to know. I think what they are doing with flag and making it an Olympic game, that will bring like the people to watch over there, that and bringing the game to Brazil. I think it gives like the message that they wanted to grow over there. So we want to go. We will be there in September. So it's going to be like an amazing game. They have very good teams playing that Friday, and I think like this will grow like super quick, super rapidly over there after this game.
And we say hello to Kenny Pickett.
We're absolutely ready. I even bought a shirt for that. The Steelers actually started some contact. Brazil had just the Miami Dolphins as controlling the market here, and they opened a new round. That's when the Steelers got Ireland and Northern Ireland and Germany. The Steelers went to Brazil market and went to check, okay, let me see what my fan base is here. They started doing some research here in Brazil, but then they did not decided to get Brazil. I believe just the New England Patriots added to Brazil, but they were working with Brazil before. So anyway, and none of these teams are the ones that are going to play here. That's what amazes us the most in all this situation. But yeah, it's amazing how both Mexico and Brazil, we have a soccer culture, a really strong one. But hey, Brazil, last time the NFL Brazil checked, we had like 33 million NFL fans. Even though that's not the majority of the country, that's a really good number, right?
Yeah.
That's almost 15%, maybe. Yes, something like this. We have to
Yeah, 15%.
2009 is 50%.
That's a really, really good number.
The growth is amazing, and that I say at last, the 5 last years was very important thing about it. And now with the Swifties and the other activities, maybe growth more and defense. Um, Yesterday, I was read about the Steelers fan base. 50% is woman. This is very, very, very interesting because it's more easy that a man go with the girlfriend to watch a party, a game, and al revés,
The other way.
the other way.
The other way.
The other way.
Yeah.
Thank you.
We had a few episodes here in our podcast that was all woman, right, Danilo?
Yeah, I believe we had two, but it's like a small portion of our audience, just girls talking their experience following the Steelers and all kinds of, oh, I follow for a year, 5 years, 10 years, stuff like that. In Brazil, it's more usual. You usually get 2 periods, right? You either follow the Steelers from the Super Bowl 43, the NFL was starting again to get big in Brazil. Is either that or you got the Killer Bees generation around
And a few.
2017.
No, we had a big number of new fans like 2-3 years ago. Nothing that long. It's a really big team, We are the lead in Super Bowl rings, so it's kind of normal.
It's kind of normal. But then in Brazil, it's easy to watch games. We were counting before. You have one in an open broadcast each Sunday, but also ESPN has the rights to show games in Brazil. We get the 3 primetime games plus 2 in the first time zone, the 1 p.m. games in US, and 2 more in the second one. So 7, 8 games a week. Brazil minimum, all of them broadcasted in Portuguese and high image quality, that. How is it for you guys to watch?
I just remember we have another one game, like a condensed game, 40 minutes in Open TV in another aleatory day. I just remembered I'm subtitling the another podcast, the French one, with the Steelers France. So I was searching for a few data, and I remember this. So 9 games. That's really a big number. How about you guys?
No, we have all games. The ESN is a part of the market, and I think is a benefit to the IMA because when you start in IMA, you play your country. Your country is a local and overseas or far of America, but they think it's part of the market. That's very important. When I was a child, you enter to the page and say only USA to buy a shirt or a jersey, anything. Now we can participate like international fan of the year, like was in home. Then in the Steelers page, there's Espanol, Ireland, maybe English, in the future, why not Portuguese?
Yeah, we have a few Brazilian broadcasts in the Game Pass. So we already have this. That's really cool, but it's I guess it's just one game by zone time in Sunday. It's only one game at the 2, one game at the 1 o'clock, and one game at the 4 o'clock, and then the Sunday night. I don't remember if you got another ones.
Me neither. I was just checking the Brazilian NFL shop. You know, it's still limited for us. It's still recent. It's like 2 years ago it opened in Brazil. We still have to import a lot of things. If we want a jersey, for example, the store has available just either a Chase Claypool one,
Yeah.
or you need to buy a Mitchell and Ness, Troy Polamalu, really, really, really expensive one.
No, I just found the Minka.
Did you? Okay.
Yes,
then
and Big
that's
Ben
better.
as well, and another one female Big Ben jersey. Another Minka. There's Minka. You can buy the away or home jersey, but the rest you can buy
That's all.
only
There's
the
like
home
4
jersey.
models, right?
Yes.
No, it's hard. It's hard, but I think now is more easy and will grow, and the market grow, and the needs of the market response. Don't forget, NFL is a great
Yep.
business, and life for the fans, the franchise need to sell to survive. And in Mexico, we the last study says we spend around $1,000 a year per capita. It's a
It's a
great
good number. Yeah. It's a
number.
great number.
And I think in the world, maybe that number, it's very interesting. I thought from this topic because I'm
Marketing
marketer,
strategist.
I'm marketer, and I thought in the numbers and the sales and the something things like that.
Yeah, it's actually your life. And then we're privileged here in Brazil, and it's getting better and better and better. We'll hope we'll soon get to a Pittsburgh Steelers game here. What I was trying to remember, you guys are fans. Let me start with you, Rob. We just got a request in our group, the organization of this show, when we told them you started watching the Steelers in '74. It's a really
It's
long time.
it was very
It's
hard.
really a whole life following that. They really
Maybe
need to
maybe
know.
1 or 2 plays in all season. We need to buy magazines, and in Mexico, Televisa was a died TV Guía, and we could the pages and paste it on our school notebooks. That's very hard. Other time, the state television broadcast had Imevisión had 2 games, and in the season, but the Steelers was going to be too important that we saw Brasho, the steel kind, and we have news about this. I remember at what time the commerce between Mexico and USA was illegal, and we call it fayuca. And the legal things, and the families bring us things about the Steelers, and was a hard time to survive like a fan. But now is so easy as other generation, no? Like we talked before, we've got some coming Mexico in 50 days, and I'm almost have a heart attack. No, is a very huge player in the history of the Steelers.
Yeah,
And they were asking
to the party that hopes. It's
they were
Rod
asking us
Woodson,
for the biggest guys you've ever seen, your favorite players, because you watched it a long time, right? You had some favorites.
Franco Harris. There are everybody. Antonio Brown.
Let's build a team. Come on, let's go. Quarterback. Who's the quarterback of the all time?
Terry Bradshaw.
Oh, over Big Ben?
Yeah.
That's fair. That's fair.
Because Big Ben starts in another time, but he don't have that emotion with Franco Harris, with other Rocky Blair and his history. That emotional Joe Green. There are other times in the history of Greg Lloyd. There are many players. In the modern age, we talk about Polamalu, Jerome Bettis. There are many players. I don't agree with Juju Smith-Schuster, with Antonio Brown, because was part of our story like a team, and this can be erased in the book of history and the records.
So I wanna put you in a snooker. We call here put you in a snooker is like you have to choose between two guys. I don't know if there's an expression in English, but we call colocar na sinuca. Snooker, you know the play, the game. So Franco Harris or Jerome Betts. Come on, who's your running back?
Franco Harris.
Okay.
Two
wide receivers.
Yeah, wide receivers. Juju Smith-Schuster. I thought.
And the other one, Antonio Brown,
maybe.
So no Heinz Ward. Antonio Holmes. Oh, that's a hard one.
Yes, it's a hard question. It's very hard. It's a moment. It's the history. We are. I don't know what can I say. Who is the best player in the all times? Because one by one had his numbers. Bring us the emotion. Bring us the style of play. Polamalu, we say in Mexico, the word is covered of 70% of water, and the rest by Polamalu. That sinks in each part of history, in the moment who play, who bring us a good play, a bad play, fumble, brick return of kickoff. Each moment is an emotion, an experience we keep in your mind, but you keep in your heart. That's I think that's the way to be the real Steeler, the diehard fan. Have this possibility to say I don't agree with any player who play a time in one play in a one game. Each one have this part of big history of the Steelers. That's my way of think, and that that have the emotions, the history, my own history. When I was player, when I was coach, when I was referee, uh, all the philosophy of the all people it's in my mind and bringing to the people to grow the American football and the but this uh, in a point in the point is the philosophy of the Steelers of the play because very hard plays when you see plays games in the 70s and the 80s. The blood flows in the field. No? That's the way of the.
And how we say here in Brazil, we got the corazón de mama, the big heart. So that is space for everybody. That's okay.
That
Love is too cold.
Yeah.
Love is too cold. He wants you to pick like favorite child. You can't do that. You can't do that, man.
As an older brother, I always say I'm the last favorite, and the most favorite is the youngest one. So that's okay. That's okay. Actually, the most favorite in my house is the dog. Okay, always the dog.
Yeah, sure. No problem. Absolutely no problem with that.
Juan, you are very quiet.
Yeah, but how about you, Juan? Who was the guy who made you a Steeler? For me, it was Polamalu, but TJ Watt, and I was my favorite player of all time,
Yeah,
by far.
when I came like a Steeler fan, like all the super players were we have very good players like TJ Watt, like Cam Hayward, Minka. Right now we have Najee. Maybe I could talk more about them because those were the guys I saw play. But the ones that have taken my attention every now and then are Polamalu. But the ones that really got me were Lin Swan and John Stalwart. I saw when I saw their history of how they compete, like not like bad competition, but like I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do more than you. I'm gonna do more, and how they play all those seasons and taking the Steelers to several rings. So I think I could not choose one, but those two guys because I think one would not appear if the other one wasn't there. So it's Lin Swan and John Stalwart.
Stalwart was huge. I think I'm a good teacher. Now I let me tell you a secret. Now Juan is my fantasy coach because I'm
Oh, that's a good one. So you guys play fantasy. You guys always pick Steelers players in fantasy because I hate pick Steelers players. I hate. For me, fantasy is fantasy, Steelers is Steelers. I don't like to match up because you can be upset.
Wait.
You can be bad, very angry 2 times. So better not.
Juan has the word in the fantasy.
Yeah, there's a more important question. Now, do you pick Browns, Ravens, and Bengals players in your fantasy? Because I don't.
Bengals no, but the others two happens. I'm not usually pick them, but
You're too cold.
I play
You're too
for
cold.
money. That's I need to win something. That's it.
The play,
Come on.
that's the reason the fantasy exists. Yes, it's the number of the player and the numbers who give you the internal competition is hard. We don't have friends there. It's too aggressive playing, but in the good way, no. But it's so
Yes.
aggressive, week by week. Trade and have the responsibility to play and rotate and review the numbers. And it's hard. As even I was a coach, it's hard to me play fantasy. I confess.
That's okay. It's okay. Fantasy is really hard to separate the Steelers spirit with another game. So I understand. I try always to separate because the times that I got Steelers players, it was always like, oh come on, TJ Watt is off the season. Oh come on, Deontay Johnson is dropping every ball. Okay, better no. Let's just be cool in the watching the game. Fantasy is the other thing.
Yeah, we've been playing fantasy in our club for 2 seasons, and at the first one we were all amateurs, so we got like time to discover how to manage the strategies and what to do. But I think you have to be super objective because in the end, here we do it for money. It's not like a lot of money, but in the end, like it's like something you wanna win at the end of the season. But it's you have to be objective because if not, you're gonna start losing. So what I like very much about fantasy is like you are in the Steelers game every Sunday, but you are also watching what's happening in the other games. And what you say, like somebody got hurt for the rest of the season, so you have to find out the next week what to do, like and you start discovering a lot of players that don't have like the statistics because they have played just 1 game, 2 games.
Yeah, you start to cheering for them, like not cheering in like Steelers, but I don't know. Kurt Samuel it's a guy that I always like because he gave me a Super Bowl fantasy ring. So I love this guy for nothing, just because yes.
Yeah, it's absolutely that. I play just one fantasy league. I've been playing for like 8 years or something, this league, but it's just fun until 1 year. A friend of us ended up sending a question to Mina Kimes, the ESPN analyst. She answered her question on the podcast. So we automatically switched. Okay, you are now a friend of Mina Kimes. She knows your name. She talked to you. You're a friend of hers. And we baptized our league, rebranded our league as Friends of Mina Kimes, Amigos da Mina Kimes. When Twitter was about to be shut down and then didn't, Mina started a movement like say things you're grateful for in Twitter, what this app got you to. And we mentioned her, okay, we got a league. We put your name in the league. We explained it, everything. And she sent us a DM saying, okay, whoever wins this league you get a video saying thank you and congratulations. That was the most serious year we ever saw everyone playing in that league.
Who won? You
Everyone
won,
was
though?
fighting. No, I lost
Oh.
like semifinals or something.
Oh, that's hard.
It's so hard. I smelled the victory. But yeah, fantasy is this amazing, really amazing world. But in real world, let's go back to 2024 Pittsburgh Steelers. They had major changes. Like the entire quarterback room is a brand new one, a new offensive coordinator, and the huge draft. Every season brings new hopes for the fans. Juan, how positive, how hopeful are you this season?
I think it's a great opportunity to have the seven. Um I think Omar can do great job. Focus in the strategy. Uh, I don't like tumbling, but it's other topic.
We're
Uh,
gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this.
but I think this year is a big opportunity. I think we can do great things this year. Um, the draft is only paper. Nobody play any game now, and we need to see the people play in a game. Uh, the cut of 53 people to 90 is hard. We need to see the final team, the final roster, and we talk for this way. I think in the paper is the greatest opportunity to win a Super Bowl in the paper.
So
Yeah.
you believe that Russell Wilson will be the starter?
Yeah,
And then Juan?
no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah, I think this season has to be like the big shot, as Hop mentions, like Tomlin has been criticized a lot. I think we cannot doubt what a great defense we have, but we have not managed to have a good offense in this couple of years. So with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields, I think we have now a shot to see if we can break that barrier of points, because we can control the amount of points the other team makes, but we are not making points. So with all the opportunity they got of not having to take too much salary cap, they have like the shot to see if this works, if a new offense can be built. And because next year will be another it will change a lot, because Russell Wilson will not be with 1 million. We will have to pay more, and it will be interesting. But right now I think this year they have like all the guns to make something about the structure they have built, and at least we get to the final of the conference, and we'll see about getting to the Super Bowl. But we have to deal with advancing more in the playoffs.
We have the hope more fast, more play actions, more tricks, more aggressive.
RPOs?
Yeah, and agility of the game, more speed, When you analyze the passes on one point, the statistics don't lie. We hope we have one play who have the trick, have more explosivity in the team, in the offense. The defense is right, is huge, is fantastic. With the offense, I think the new picks, the new draft, have the left and the right to protect Wilson. Give it the 3 seconds, 4 seconds to drop a great pass. That's the quiz to have a successful play, and that's the reason that I think we can go over the playoffs.
So Juan was talking about winning games at the playoffs. What do you think is just missing for the Super Bowl? Like a wide receiver like Brandon Ayuk or DK Metcalf, something like this. What do you think we need just to get there?
I think it's hard to say, but we need to stop. We need a great perimeter, safeties, and corners. That's I think the defense wins Super Bowls. I think the corners safety, strong safety, was most important than the wide receiver and the running backs. That with you control the back of the camp, the field, you can win games more easily. That's my thing.
So Juan Soto, Dante Jackson is the guy, or do you think we need a better cornerback yet?
Who? Right? I didn't hear.
Dante Jackson, the Panthers guy. We trade Deontay Johnson. I love Deontay Johnson. Deontay Johnson, one of my favorite Steelers players.
The new pick.
Ryan Watts.
Ryan Watts. I think support this part. I see the enforcement in each area of the team. It's hard to say when you don't see it playing. That's a quiz. And this is the problem. We don't see only flashbacks of the people in his university, but we really don't know how they play.
Yeah, I still believe that Ryan Watts can be a really good strong safety. You know, he got the size, he got the speed, the aggression. So maybe he can't fill that spot. You know, I don't think Elliott is the strong safety we need right now. He's not used to play like this. So Ryan Watts maybe can be that guy, and Peyton Wilson maybe can be that guy too. So who knows? Who knows? Hopefully Ryan Watts, because we want this guy to be a legend.
Yeah.
Only I assume that thing like we hope, we desire, and we dream it. That's the resume of this talk.
Yeah, but we need to go back to a point you got, Coronel, about Mike Tomlin. It's a huge war in the Steelers fan base, right? Keep Tomlin, fire Tomlin. People are always arguing about that. Even here in Brazil, we have the very same discussion. Whether you're pro Tomlin or against Tomlin, you were saying you don't like him.
When the Tomlin subject starts here is like more than 1,000 message in the group chat with the listeners. So fire Tomlin, keep Tomlin. Come on, Coronel, tell us the real deal.
We need fire, but that not happen because the Rodney history is keep the people to develop it for long years. Chuck Noll. Uh, that's the way the Steelers way. Uh, I think he need to have a loose season, but in this don't happen. We have 5-9-0 again.
Yeah, I think like what happened this season when there was this issue with Canada, it was like it was not all Canada's fault. I think like a lot of what happened also had to deal with Tomlin. So yeah, let's see what can he do like now when the team has developed a new team, and how he handles the call decision. But let's see, 2024 season has a lot to. At least Tomlin, I think he has to shut out all the criticizers if he really if he is really good and on his job. But I think he has this year to show what he can really do, because he already got the ring, but a lot of people say that it was with the team of Bill Cowers, but now he really has to show, like, to stand.
Yes, I think the same. Tomlin had a very short method. The standard, the word standard is from him.
Yeah. We got a lot of Tomlin. I don't know how can I say this in English, but we call Tomlinismo. That's those phrases that Tomlin always like to say. The standards, iron sharps iron. So I'm with you guys. Okay, I don't believe that Mike Tomlin still got it. What we need to get a Super Bowl ring, and I don't know if it's a Tomlin problem or maybe a Arch Rooney problem. We were talking with the Steelers France guy, and I bring this point. We never won a playoff game without Dan Rooney in the leading of the team. So Arthur Rooney, he got 0 victories in the playoffs. So maybe there's a big mentality inside. I don't know. I will never know this. Danillo, I was talking about Arthur Rooney again. But okay, so I believe we can go fire Tomlin, but I would do this, but I don't believe we're gonna do this, and I really don't have no idea who can we can bring to succeed Tomlin. I really don't know. I really don't know what you can do, but for me the problem is more outside the field than inside the field. You know, I'm still not
It's
100% with Tomlin. I need his fire back. He lost his fire. I guess that's the biggest problem with him.
it's interesting what happened, like, in the end of the season, because they do like some in between the players to get like a grade for several things in the team, and Tomlin was the one that got the highest grade in several things. So I believe he's like a good coach, like I don't know, like I don't know what he does or with the players, or but something happens at the games that in the end we don't get like the result we want, but he's good, like I don't know, coaching, but like growing the players, or I don't know, but he still is getting all well. That seventh ring is still missing from him.
Yeah,
he does.
I'm,
He's
I'm
not
very worried
delivering.
about it. I'm very worried about. Uh, I think we had a new coordinator and expect other kind of game. No, the playbook. We have a joke here in Mexico. The playbook is the kinder notebook. go, go to left, go to right, go to left.
Oh, a jet sweep here.
We hope we have a new playbook, and until see until feel the team, the unity, the room is very important. When the room is broken, we we have the experience with Antonio Brown, with Juju Smith-Schuster. Yeah, that's that's right.
And we watch football.
The
The other football, we know that without a team, without a group united, you can't go anywhere.
Yeah, that's the team of 70s. That's the team of 80s. That's the team of the 90s. But in this decade, have very problems. Big men do it, but not that the thing. Can I feel it? If I don't feel it, I don't tell it. That's the way that like my think of fun.
I was watching something yesterday that caught my attention. Like lots of these new players are super young, and I was watching something about soccer, and maybe I've been thinking this sometime now, but maybe Tomlin knew how to deal with other generation, and right now players think different. We have Juju Smith-Schuster making all those TikToks, and that's like the new way. So I don't know if his method may not be like anymore like useful with these new generations. How to motivate them, how to, I don't know, but that's one thing I thought, like after watching that thing yesterday. But and what I was thinking about, like Tomlin maybe like now I, not updated, and I don't know the word, but maybe he has like the way of before, like it we need some new way to
Yeah,
build it.
new standard.
Yes.
Yeah,
I
that's a good
think
definition.
I don't know if you guys watch a lot of college football. Tomlin reminds me a lot of the Florida Gators team. So people fighting like for good inside the club for a spot for play, and the Gen Z, as you said, Juan, is really different. The Gen Z got another personality, something more emotional. I can say this, and yes, maybe that's the problem. Maybe we need younger guys to speak with those younger guys and make it happen.
Yes, I think Capcom his best, but we new leaders, new captains to conduct the players. It's so hard. In a few years ago, I see an interview and say the people, you are drafted. Come on, you are drafted. You stay there in the room, in the locker room. I don't talk to you. You don't exist. The real problem. Not only in the Steelers, all the clubs in the NFL. This is I don't talk. I don't know the word in English, but this separation of the people don't help teammates to have that idea like steel curtain. They're all together. There are fights. There are loose teeth. I remember a play in the 80s with Rams had Joe Green in the arms. That imagines their teammate, the heart, the I die in the line of fight. I think that's the point.
Yeah, there's a saying, I believe in Brazil we have this one, it matters not only which trench you are, but who is at your side in that trench, right? That's just as important as what fighter you picking. But yeah,
That's the reason really... I'm the Coronel. I'm thinking what.
Yeah.
It was a really good cup, Danillo. It was a really good cup.
You know, we need to bring the group together, man. We need a common topic to bring the group together.
I remember like Naji was in after one game of those hard games against the Cardinals and Patriots and what was the other one? There were three, but he talked about like we're missing in the locker room. In the locker room, we're missing like how's it called? Like I don't know, like I don't know the word. Like he told it was like in English. I don't.
Says in Spanish. We try to translate here.
No hay nadie que se, ¿cómo se dice? Que se responsabilice. There's no one that gets like the responsibility. Yeah.
I believe he was talking more like accountability.
Accountability, yes.
Oh.
Accountability.
Which one is responsible for what?
Yeah, that was the word. I didn't find it in Spanish because it's like not translated easily. But
it's very really language.
Yeah, accountability. But yeah, I think that starts also with the coach. So let's see what he does this season.
Yeah. So we're over an hour of recording, an hour of chatting here. We will not take more of you guys' time. Thank you very much. The people who want to get in touch, to get more acquainted with the Morelia fan club of the Steelers, where can they find you, especially on the internet?
Where we are most active is in X. It's Steelers point FCM, like FanClub Morelia FCM. And in Instagram, it's almost the same, but with the dash in the low dash. is Steelers-FCM, and we have Facebook page and TikTok, also like FanClub Morelia, Steelers FanClub Morelia. That's where you can, and we invite you all to whenever you want to visit Mexico. We have our fan cave here in Morelia in the restaurant Don Aquiles. But I was talking in Detroit with one Pittsburgh, like a Steeler fan, but from Pittsburgh. That what I liked a lot of being a Steelers fan is that it starts the conversation easily. Here in Mexico, there are a lot of Steelers fans, so the best thing you can do is bring your Steelers hat or your Steelers T-shirt, and somebody starts talking with you easily, because there is so much fan base here in Mexico, and we will start traveling around. We'll be in Brazil with Hope. We want to go to the watch party in Ireland, and now that they opened the market in Germany, we think they're gonna do a watch party over there. But it's cool how like this to support something and do it with heart, and opens like those barriers. We're now chatting with you, and that's awesome. I never knew I was going to talk with someone in Brazil for now like an hour. So it's cool how the team gets us this opportunity too, and I appreciate you invited us, and we hope to see you in Brazil and in Mexico when you want to visit us.
As soon as possible, and Acrisure.
Yeah, so a tequila in Morelia, a caipirinha in Brazil, a beer in German, and in Pittsburgh.
An icy light in Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Whiskey and a good beer, hard beer. We are very glad to have this conversation. Says you, obrigado, and it's fine. And I'm very excited to do this thing. It's a big opportunity. First to practice my English, because but talk with brothers of Steelers. We call us hermanos de acero, y go through.
Because we don't have a call. We have a call here, Danillo.
No, we're not that big yet, man.
Yeah.
We're not. That's amazing how Mexico.
We call the metallurgicos. We are the metallurgicos.
Good. That's good enough. Good enough. The guys that work in steel. Yeah, we're not that big yet to take the name for ourselves, you know. Like Mexico call acereros, and that's it. If you say acereros, people know you're talking about the Steelers. Here in Brazil, it's not like that. You use the American name for everything, for more stuff than we actually would like to. But yeah, like
was a state policy in Mexico at the 70s. We have the provision to speak in English the names, like Philstones, Pedro Picapiedra, and the other names were very, very different. Like the original person, the original personage, but now is in Mexico really is Los Steelers. With the article Los Steelers, but the acereros is right, because in the 70s that policy of the state, the hard nationalism.
We all know how that goes. Yeah, and that's it for our show today. you guys are following, go check the Steelers.fcm on X, Steelers_FCM on Instagram, follow them on TikTok and Facebook, talk to them, it's amazing to talk to Steelers fans all around the world. E para nossa audiência no Brasil, a gente esperamos seguir com a nossa série de mais conversas com torcedores internacionais, esperamos nos ver nos próximos episódios. Um grande abraço para todos vocês e até lá.